YouTube. Got a fresh one in this morning. Some fresh coffee. Kodiak 450. Yamaha Kodiak 450 4x4. Customer called because it was leaking fuel, and then the morning he came to bring it here, it wouldn't start. Replaced the battery, and he says it's just making a clicking noise. So we'll see what's going on there and get that card clean and see if we can't get a test right in by the end of the day. Stay tuned. Okay, so customer called for a leaky fuel situation. Sounds like the float valve in the carb is leaking. But he said it still ran until the day he came to bring it. He said he'd go to start it, and it would just do that. So we'll start with we'll check the voltage. He said he just replaced the battery. We'll check it anyhow. Twelve 12.48. Alright, so as many of you probably know, a lot of times when you got a low battery, it'll cause the solenoid to do that. This solenoid is located right here. I'm gonna do a quick test, quick check. It should let me know if it's the solenoid or the starter. Since we know our battery voltage is good enough, it should try to crank over. I mean, possibly it could have not putting out enough cranking amps, but means he just told me he replaced it. I didn't do a proper load test of the battery, but so I just made sure we were good on voltage. Anyhow, one quick test you can do on this one is just jump the solenoid to make sure the starter's not frozen, causing that. And there you go. There's a real quick test to let you know the starter's in good shape, and we just need to replace it solenoid. Like I said, if I didn't know that he just replaced the battery, I would have got my load tester out and load tested the battery as well, but that wasn't really necessary. Solenoid replace and confirm what we think it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the negative battery cable so we're no longer completing the circuit when I start messing with these wires and getting them sparks. Go. Make sure that's out the way. Get it back in there so we don't lose it. What turns it all in? And these are two 8mm bolts. Alright, we have our 8mm here. One going down to the starter. Good. And then this relay is just sitting down there on a rubber grommet on each side. Okay, there's the 2 bolts. There's the plug. And there's a little rubber grommet right there. One on each side, and that holds the relay right there. So we're gonna pull that up. Just like that. There's the rubber grommet, rubber housing. I'll take this plug off here. Just got a little tabby push. And it hurt to click. And there you have it. And this little rubber grommet will come right off there. Just like that. Here's our new one by Nike. Designed for power sports. Made in China. Because the OEM one is triple the price. Yes, for a reason, but this part is so easily accessible. It's not worth paying triple the price. It was a hard to get 2-part, labor intensive part, I would say, spend the money. So the new one comes with a new grommet already on there. It does not come with fuses, but it comes with a bag of fuses you have to install. So make sure you're putting the right size fuse, in this case 30 amps on each side. They give you, looks like 10, 15s, 40s, 25s. They give you an assortment. We need 2 30s, which are the green ones. Trying to find the camera. There it is. now. Put the fuse. Closer. There it is. Good for the hole. That's a spare. I was gonna say that one. This side went in way too easy. That's just a spare. There we go. Now we're ready to install. First thing I'll do is plug the connector back in. Okay, something I like to do with these grommets, because they can be a little pain in the butt and stiff when they're new and the rubber can be hard, is either some sort of like a lubricant spray, just to lube them up, or sometimes I'll just use a little dab of grease. Put a little bit right there. It'll just help it slip on there. Not make fighting it so hard. Sides in. Maybe I should put that back side in first. A little wiggling. He's on. Beautiful. I like it. All right. Now, we'll hook up the wire going down to the starter. And just gonna hook up everything in reverse order. That's done. We'll hook his ground wire back up to his battery. Everything's here for his winch. Go. Now we got the new one installed. I'm gonna put these back on once I make sure we fixed it correctly. keys on. Wait a second. Okay, so it appears that by jumping the old starter relay, we were able to turn over the starter. But my guess is that starter, whether it be armature dust or brushes or something's broken in there, it's got enough drag, just enough drag that it's causing the relay to click like that. But it's still working decent enough to where I could, you know, jump the starter straight to the battery by jumping the relay, and it'll turn over. I don't know if you heard it, it did hesitate to turn over, so yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. So first thing first, let's pull these covers off here. There we have the carburetor. Doesn't look too bad to get to. But we need to get to the spark plug. There's a little light. Okay, the carburetor's right there. We got one Phillips screw here. The other Phillips screw there for the intake clamp. You can tell the carb's been leaking. Let's go to the other side and see if we can't find the spark plug. So these just have a rubber grommet here. Pull on, lift out. Oh, there's the other side. You can really see it's been leaking there. Throttle cable, and that goes in. Again, this is a Yamaha Kodiak 450. There's the spark plug. And if we do have to replace the starter, there's one of the starter bolts there. And the other one there. There's the starter cable. So here's one of the starter bolts. Maybe I can put it. There's the other one. 8mm bolts. Here's the good traction. I found it worked best. 8mm deep well, short extension, and then flex head. As you can see, I'm on it there. And then here's my ratchet. Alright, I'm gonna pop this loose. There she went. Break the other one loose before I get ahead of myself. You wouldn't think it, but that flex head really does save lives. My back one's a little tight. Should be able to get it up. Just extension now, maybe. Such a awkward position back there. That's where the flexibility serves its purpose. Now I have the, can you see it? Starter bolts removed. I'm gonna go to the other side. And see if we can't separate that starter. Maybe get a little persuasion in here. There it goes. See it? It's real gentle. Gotta be gentle. Okay. Back to this side. I think we're gonna have to take the starter cable off first. It looks like it's just right there. It looks like a 10mm. Alright, here we have a 10mm. This is a, if you can see it, focus. Anyways, it's a Koken, low profile. There you go. These are my ratchets too, in case anybody's wondering. Sometimes you can break those nuts loose on top of the starter real easy. They should be barely tight, but sometimes they want to start to turn the nut beneath it, and that will turn the wire inside the starter and break it off. So gotta put a wrench on there, make sure you don't damage it. And I've got one here that I've grounded down over the years, a good old Craftsman. So I'm gonna get that on there and break that loose without damaging the starter. So if I had 3 hands, I'd let you watch. Alright, so I got the cable off the starter using that modified wrench I had, and that so that'll be 10 mil. We're gonna pull this out hopefully now. Let's see here. There it went. I'll see if I can't pull it through the other side. I don't know if it's gonna come this side or that side. Let's see here. Well, maybe out of the back. No. Okay. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I've already got to pull out the carb because we have to rebuild the carb. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen up those carb boots and move it out the way. Give us some. So I'm not sure if this is stock or not, but I just wanted to show you guys. I've got a Phillips screw here. See it? I don't know how to get this camera to zoom. But then up here, I've got an Allen screw. Lovely. This thing is tight. Oh, there it goes. Finish it up with this little guy here. Okay. So, I've got the airbox here. I'm going to take out these airbox bolts. I'm going to slide it backwards a little bit. And here we go. 10 millimeter. So I slid, that's my camera mount. I slid this one out first, and that allowed me to slide this out from underneath the plastic here. And that's allowing me to pull the airbox off the carb there. And hopefully box. So I got that there. Pull this straight back. I guess I could have just loosened up that boot clamp there. We have all sorts of room now. We can get that airbox cleaned. We'll get this hose off here on a good day. Okay, got that hose off there. Pulled that intake boot right off the carb, so that's out of the way. Like I said, this all had to come out anyhow because I got to rebuild the carb. It just made it easier. I mean, it's real simple. I could have maybe scrunched up the boot, fought with it, to just bring the carb back. And I'll do that with a lot of ATVs and bikes. I'll just kind of give the boot flex, bring the carb back and squeeze it out. But this airbox came out so simple. As much as it may look like I struggled in the video, it's one of the more simpler airboxes and carbs to service compared to some newer ATVs and even some older ATVs. Now we have easy access to the starter. Starter's out. Alright, we're about to install the new starter. What do you know, we have another dry O-ring. Nobody likes a dry rubber. So we'll get some more grease here. Just a little dab goes a long way. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this one-handed. Let's see how this goes. side. There's a good shot of it there. Oh, since you've been gone, I have went ahead and replaced the oil filter. Harley edition. Okay. Too good. Home. And she's in. Put the bolts in, tighten her up. Good and tight. Good and tight. Just like that. Oh, something right off there, didn't I? Oh, bitch. It just wants to pop right off there. There we go. I'm gonna have to put the camera down on this one. I need to put the wrench on that bottom nut so we don't spin that. All right, starter's installed, new solenoid, new battery, fingers crossed. There we go. Back in action. Now we'll get the carb installed and change fluids. Take it for a ride. How do I stop this thing from recording?